This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right. How you feeling, baby? You feeling good?
Feeling okay. Oh, I'm dealing with a little bit of a sinus issue, but I'll get over it, brother.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. So you're gonna watch the game or you're gonna go to the game?
No, I'm gonna watch the game from home. I'm gonna, I don't have to go to these every single game anymore. These are kind of the time. This is the time of year to sit at the couch at home and watch a bunch of games, brother. This is the time of year to do that.
This last 4.5 years doing this.
Yeah.
I go to whatever game I feel like going to. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
It's the freedom I have now. Oh, doggy, it is priceless. So I feel you when you don't have, because really, what's there to cover this week? I mean, come on, bro. This is like clubbing seals. Sorry, FAMU, but I mean, I'm sorry. This is come on. This is not something that should be a challenge. But you know what? It is an opportunity for a lot of young guys too, and that's the good thing, that Mario will get a great chance, and I'm sure every other assistant coach will get a great chance to get some of their backups in late in that second quarter, into the second half, all of that kind of stuff. So that way they could get some of those guys some important playing time. And I think that might be a theme that you might see a lot over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think certainly that's the way it's shaping up to be. And I think one thing fans need to know, as far as the red shirt rule is concerned, you can play up to 4 regular season games plus the bowl game. The old rule used to be just 4 games for the whole season. Now it's 4 games plus the bowl game. And they changed the rule in part because so many guys were opting out of the bowl game in the past, and they didn't want to burn guys as red shirts. So I think, guys that you saw some freshmen get into the game last week. I think those same guys are probably not on a path to being redshirted. I think guys that you didn't see last week are probably guys that you may see in this game, because this may be one of those rare opportunities for them to actually get in the game. Same thing next week against Ball State. But if you're doing the who's going to play this year among the freshman head count, go back to last week, look at the snap counts. Those guys are probably not getting redshirted. The guys who didn't play last week are. So It's just the way the math works.
By the way, folks, remember, if you want to root on your Canes looking sharp, go to Caneswear. You can get hats like this right there, all about the U. They've got like 100 different hats, over 100 different shirts, jerseys, old style jackets, those old satin jackets with the ibis. They've got them. The orange one, the white one,
sweet looking
green
ones.
Those things are sweet. Those starter jackets, I think they are called. I think they were starter jackets. But anyway, they got it. They got championship gear. I can reach for that, yes. From the Panthers, they've got shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff. Dolphins, Miami Heat, Marlins. I bought this hat. I can't stand these Marlins because they're a pain in my ass because they don't want to win. But I got to see my hat is fresh.
Yes, it is fresh.
I got it at Caneswear. Okay, so it is what it is. Hey man, listen, I'm wearing my Van Morrison concert shirt. I don't have a lot of hats that go with it. This one goes.
That one does, just because you got a little bit of that aqua color. I mean the light blue or whatever that is. Yeah.
That blue, so I had to go with it. You know what I'm saying? But again, Caneswear allows me to have a different, so I can have a different look with what I'm wearing. So go to Caneswear, and they got neon signs for your bar. They've got you name it, bracelets and rings and all kinds of stuff, and and flags and everything. You name it. Okay, you'll get when you go to that store. Put it that way. Use our code BIGO10. You will get 10% off. And online shipping is free if you go over $99 at caneswear.com. All right. What do we know about injuries, doggy?
Well, I mean, the guys who were hurt last week, Bain, Damari Brown, none of those guys are going to play this week. I would suspect same thing probably with Ryan Rodriguez, depending on how bad the ankle was. those are the three guys that were basically on the injured list following the game. I would suspect they'll get the week off. And like I said, Bain probably not till the Virginia Tech game in my mind, or maybe the USF game. So,
right, get them ready for Virginia Tech by giving them some reps against USF. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Right. So I think they made it out. They made it out alive of Gainesville pretty well when you think about it, considering they supposedly face an SEC team. So we'll see what happens this week, but trying to preserve bodies, brother. Like I said, it's a 16-game season now if you're trying to win a national championship. So I would suspect you get guys rotated in and out plenty the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I know. I got to deal with Dolphin fans. They kind of feel like their team is the only one that suffers injuries. Anyway, it's really everywhere. It's just kind of the way it goes. It just happens that way. By the way, after what happened, how's the ice for Billy Napier? How thin is it?
Well, I mean, look, if they were to fire him in season, it would cost them a little more than $26 million. So I suspect, and my thought going into the season was they would wait for that price to drop a little bit before they did it. They owe him 85% of his contract whenever it's due. But you got to think about buyouts for everybody else, right? Coordinators, other assistant coaches, staffers, all that kind of stuff. So I think he's on thin ice. I think the only way he saves his job at this point is if they go at least 500 the rest of the season. And I don't know that they're capable of doing that. So I would suspect that at the end of the year, he'll be let go. And right now, if I'm them, I'm trying to find the next coach. That's what I'm spending the next couple months doing, looking for that guy right now.
Yeah. Well, at least you got the periscope up, and then you're looking to see if there's a up and coming offensive defensive coordinator you can go get. Although, again, I think for those kind of programs, you want to go get that established coach.
I think without question that's what they want. And I think they're going to try to go with a proven, established power 4 coach, not a guy who's a coordinator or a group of 5 head coach. I think you kind of always end up going the opposite of what you did the last time. I think in this case, they will go proven head coach like Miami did.
So do I take the Canes on the money line minus 100,000?
For this week's game, you're asking me? What is the spread? Do they even have it against an FCS team?
Minus 100,000. So if I bet like 100, I bet I win like $1 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I would not. I wouldn't bother. This is those kind of games that you're just losing money.
45.5.
Right.
I actually think you can lay that. But anyways, here's the bet I do like. The over is 59.5.
Right. Yeah, I mean, FAMU's decent FCS team. They were 12-1 last year. They're 2-0.
Yeah,
they can score points. They have some FBS guys, ex-Miami guys.
So one side puts up 10, and the other side puts up a 50 burger.
Yeah, 51-10 sounds right to me. Yeah, why not?
As crazy as it sounds, the over 59.5 seems doable, dude. Because Mario won't embarrass people. He's got that kind of class, so he's not good.
Right. But James Colsey, the coach of FAMU, has been down to Miami's campus a lot. I've seen him at different points, so I know he's not going to try to embarrass that guy.
Right, but unfortunately, he will be forced to, because this is the kind of game where you have to run your second team unit, and you cannot tell them, "Hey guys, don't try." And so then it's going to be an opportunity for you to run some stuff, and unfortunately, you're going to put up some points, dude.
I would suspect. I think the plan is Emory Williams is the third string backup. If something serious were to happen to Cam Ward, then he would replace him. But I would think Reese Poffenberger would be the guy who gets the majority of the snaps in this game. And they probably get the true freshman in there because they're trying to redshirt Emory Williams if possible. Again, if there's no serious injury to Cam. So I don't know how good the offense is going to run with Reese Poffenbarger. I don't suspect nearly as good as it would with Cam Ward, but you know, that'll be interesting to watch today, right? The what if scenario.
Well, one thing that I will say is the tight end is going to get incorporated in the offense, so that'll help a young quarterback like that. Those are high percentage because he's going to hand off a lot. So throw to the running backs, throw to the wide receivers because we're only going to see Cam maybe a half.
Right.
Why are you going to even risk playing him anymore? You should be so comfortably ahead by the end of the half that Cam should be able to take the rest.
Yeah, I think if you're up 35 points, he's probably gone.
Huh?
I said if they're up like 35 points at the half, yeah. I don't see any point to play him in the second half, but we'll see what Mario wants.
Okay.
What Mario wants to do.
Good stuff. By the way, follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro. Catch his work there at The Athletic as always. And better yet, subscribe so you can keep up with everything going on in college football, not just with the University of Miami and all the other sports too at the same time. This has been our Caneswear Miami Hurricanes report.